Hi everybody, Wagner Nolasco here from B2R Direct. Today I'm going to tell you the 3 different market types in real estate in the US. Watch this video and find out more. Here we go. We have 3 markets in the real estate area in the United States. We have what we call linear markets, we have what we call hybrid markets, and we have what we call cyclical markets. I'm going to explain to you why is this important, because people are saying, Wagner, is this a good time to invest? Is this a bad time to invest? Well, how is the interest rate? How is everything actually falling into place? And I actually have to tell you, I always told you this, real estate is local. You have to understand the local market so you can make your decision where to invest. What is a linear market? Linear markets are markets that are not on the coast. They have appreciation. They do give you positive cash flow, but you're not gonna see those crazy trends like San Francisco, New York, 30, 40, 50% increases in 1 year, right? Because of a supply-demand issue. Those markets are more stable, and that's where I invest my money. You also have what we call hybrid markets. Example, Orlando, Florida. Markets that are linear, meaning we have a lot of employment, a lot of people residing, a lot of people moving here, but we also have a great tourist destination location, which is Orlando. So you have a lot of short-term rentals, Airbnbs. So actually you have seasonality. A lot of the short-term rentals here in Florida is what we call hybrid, are actually very strong. Right now, of course, with the economy and everything changing, that market can get affected. So please do not get involved on a hypermarket on the short-term side if you're not a professional investor. Just my advice to you, it's not a market that you're gonna find out by winning, probably gonna find out by losing. So linear markets, if you're looking for cash flow, appreciation, which is not guaranteed, but usually the state of Florida will provide it. I'm gonna talk about Florida because it's my local market. And actually cost segregation, bonus depreciation, tax advantages as well, a real estate in a linear market can offer. So here we go. We already talked about linear market. We already talked about hyper market. Now let's go to cyclical markets. Cyclical markets are usually on the coasts, correct. So if you go to the coast of California, Florida, the Northeast United States, those are cyclical markets. You may have a lot of appreciation, a lot of rent increase, but a lot of rent decrease, a lot of depreciation or devalue on those properties. Why? Because those are markets that are usually cyclical. Why? If everything is going well in the economy, New York City becomes popular, San Francisco becomes popular, all those big cities become extremely expensive, very well desired, and that's how it is, supply and demand in real estate, right? But when times are tough, people evade those expensive cities and they come to more linear markets, looking for stability, more area so they can reside in, and actually cost of living. So if you have to invest in one market, that's my personal opinion only, I'm not here to give you every answer that you may need, but linear markets out of the coast, in central areas with high employment is where you should invest your money. Right now, people are saying, Wagner, are you buying property? I'm continuing to buy property as we speak. Because if my money sits in the bank, it's depreciating, it's losing its value against inflation. So real estate, for me, is the biggest leverage against inflation. You're gonna say, well, compared to what? Well, let's talk about the stock market, for example, compared to real estate. Where would you rather have your money today? With the instability of the stock market, or getting your monthly check on the first of the month every month if you have a real estate that is actually trended and positive cash flowing, right? Where are you gonna put your money? In Bitcoins? So thank you, but no thank you, right? That just crashed. So I'm not gonna put my earnings, my retirement money, my savings, right, into something that is so volatile. And why? Just because I am a conservative. I like to have my plan in which the market can absolutely change it, but not as much as volatile as the stock market as well, and also the Bitcoins and digital and cryptocurrencies. So real estate for me is the only way to do this. So is it a good time to buy, Wagner? Yes. Prices are still good. You gotta realize on linear markets, right? The cost of land comes down when the economy softens. And actually the cost of construction stays the same, very similar. It doesn't affect as much. Why? Well, Wagner, Everybody in the world actually buys commodities. What are commodities? Anything that is correlated to supply globally and not attached to one currency only. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, so what's the difference between New York and Florida? New York, the cost of construction and the cost of supplies are not correlated with the cost of land because there's a limited amount of land. So the land may not come down as much and the cost of construction is very stable. In Florida, actually, if the market crashes, the cost of land comes down, but the cost of the building, because we have to separate land and actually structure, right? Verticalization, it's gonna be very different. So land is gonna come down, but your structure is gonna be the same, especially if you're buying a new house that you're actually delta at that point is just starting from scratch. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully I helped you understand the 3 markets that we have in the United States and where to invest. I'm Wagner Nolasco from B2R Direct. Have an amazing day.